Hello and what is up, my friends? It's Thunderbob here, and we are continuing our playthrough of Diablo 4. If you watched the previous video, I just finished Act 1, and the only thing I did off camera, I went ahead and finished my sorcerer quest to get my enchantments. I was having an issue with my recording, so I didn't capture that. I had to restart the game, and yeah, I finished the quest before I, was able to record it. But this will be Act 2, basically start to finish, hopefully. I'm going to try to do this opening night. This is still Thursday night. It's about 11:30 here on the East Coast, and I do have to get up in a few hours to take my daughter to school. But I'm going to get as far as I can tonight. This may be broken up into 2 sessions, but it'll be one video in the end. And let's just look. I did respec just after that last video. I got some new gear. When I was doing that source quest, I got like a new weapon, which is actually better than the legendary I was using that gave me the extra Hydra. And I've kind of was thinking of Hydra is costing too much mana for the way I'm built right now. I just couldn't pump out enough Chain Lightning and Hydra, so I dropped the Hydra. I do have, this is just more damage, and I've got a couple items, like I've got one in here that gives me Fireball. Yeah, that gives me Fireball. So I'm using the Fireball enchantment, but I'm not putting any points in it, because I've got that plus skill. I've got this that gives me all plus defensive skills. So what I've done, I didn't put anything into my defensive skills this time, other than I've got the glass cannon and one over here to reset my cooldowns. And let's just go from the top. 1 in Arc Clash, and then in the 2 sub-skills, maxed out Chain Lightning this time, all the way down to Greater Chain Lightning. But 1 here, 1 here. These are all from that plus defensive item I'm running. So these are all just base, but it is 4 cooldown abilities, and that's what comes into play with some of these abilities. This is just a really good one-point wonder. Against elites, you basically take 40% damage from like the first hit on almost everyone you fight. It's really nice. And then this will give me damage reduction. I'm probably going to max this out when I get another point. This will get me a lot of damage reduction because I'm spending mana frequently with Chain Lightning. And then this is nice because I have 4 cooldowns. So every time I hit a cooldown, I get a barrier for 10% of my life. I might max that out later, but I think just the 1 point is enough for right now. It's just a nice barrier, and that goes well with all these defensive abilities. I can hit any of these and get like a small barrier. It's kind of nice. And then I don't have any points here yet. I may respec later now they've got that Hydra weapon, but really I would have to break it down and use that aspect in another item. The damage just isn't really high enough on it. So I may do that later and try like a Firewall Hydra build. That's kind of what is in my heart of wanting to try, but right now this build is just working too well for me. I'm working down towards Unstable Currents, at which point I'll probably drop Flame Shield for it. And yeah, that's about where we're at, and let's go ahead and get started. I didn't pick up the waypoint over here yet. I'm going to make my way over here and grab it. I did grab these 2 waypoints when I was doing the Sorcerer quest and this one over here. So I've got I think all the waypoints in Act 1 after doing that. So let's get started. And I was not part of any of like the betas beyond Act 1. So I have not seen much outside of Act 1. This is all new to me. I'm kind of excited to finally check out the later acts. And yeah, respecing was definitely a good idea. Like I don't think I'd respec since starting out, and I kind of needed to adjust a few things based on the items I had, and I feel like this is going to work out pretty well. I got that Fireball enchantment, so anytime something dies, it explodes. It's really good, I think, for like the trash encounters, like just these random guys. One guy dies and it's just like a chain reaction. And usually you get a crit with this build, so it's like it's very easy to get that first kill and then just chain reaction across. Like that. It's so beautiful. I love it. I do want to later try out a fire build. Like I'm really interested in trying that Firewall Hydra build I tried in the beta. I found it was really effective for a Shava for the world boss. So I feel like I may go with that build. You know, at release, not release, at higher level. I'm kind of delirious at this point. I get up super early for work, and I've got to get up early tomorrow to take my daughter to school. But otherwise, I'm off from work for like the next 4 days, so I will not be able to play, you know, non-stop. I do have family and responsibilities. My daughter's got a birthday party she's going to be attending on Saturday, and, you know, other things I must do. These events all give such a big experience bump, and the chest you get is really nice too. See that? So if I get hit by an elite, I'll take 40% less damage.
Out of mana once again. I lack the needed mana.
Can't let her sacrifice anymore. I do need a little bit better mana regeneration for sure. Oh, we failed.
For my master.
Do we still get a good chest? We got a regular chest. I do need a little bit better mana regeneration. There's a couple of options I can get as I level up higher. And that event was kind of sucky for this build because the enemies were kind of spread apart. And like this build is really good when you have people close together because that fireball like just shreds them like clutch. Like that. As long as they're close enough that at least one of the explosions hits the next guy, it's just like a chain reaction. That's really beautiful. So like if there's a cow level, for example, this build I think would be excellent for the cow level. Because if you think about it, that fireball enchantment, it's almost like a corpse explosion on every kill. Like you don't have to you don't have to get the kill. Just when the guy dies, he automatically explodes. And I think corpse explosion, if I remember right, is about 50% damage. And this does half of your fireball damage. I think fireball by default's at like, let's see, 60%. So this is doing 30% for every enemy that I kill. And then if you maxed out fireball, which I probably wouldn't do in this build, but if you're using that fireball enchantment on like a fire build, and you maxed fireball, it would do 40% per kill. I don't know if it's worth it for 5 points for that 10% difference, to be honest.
Light's blessing. If you have needs, check in.
Unless you're using fireball. So is this the second town? I keep hitting N instead of M. I don't know why I do that. So this is Eldheim Keep. And I'm fairly familiar with Diablo lore, but this is not ringing a bell.
I swear on my soul, I'll never take Father Inarius' name in vain again. Just get me out of this thing, please.
Like I said, Inarius is a dick. So all these guys did was take his name in vain.
Pray for me, Wanderer. I've asked Inarius for the strength to resist temptation, but I can't keep my hands from stealing.
Like, it's one of those moments where it's like, are we the baddies? Like, I
I'm
kind of
looking
think...
for a Haradrim named Donan. An old friend of his sent me.
I think they are.
At this hour, I'd wager he's in the keep. Check with the guard at the door.
He's upstairs in the Great Hall with his son. Keep it quick.
Okay. I love all, like, the tapestries and the carpets and, like, the tiles and stuff here. It's, like, looks really nice. This music is a little different too, and I'm really digging it.
I need to be out in the field with the other knights.
Why the rush, my boy? You know, I found some of my old heraldic tomes. Stay here, and we can go through them together.
I can take some with me. We have a visitor.
This discussion is not over. Is there something you need?
I have a message from Lorath.
Wow. There's a name from another life. Has the old man finally come down from the mountain?
With a warning. An ancient evil walks the land. The demon, Lilith.
And you know this how? Did you and Lorath discover something of interest?
Perhaps this is all connected to what you saw, Father.
Yes, I was just getting to that. There was an incident at my estate. Probably best if we discuss it there. Go and have a look around for yourself. I'll meet you shortly, and then we can talk more. As for your request, get to Bracestag. And be careful. Stay close to the other knight's penitent.
I will. Don't worry.
Okay, so I gotta go to his estate. I don't remember this guy.
We haven't spoken much in recent years, but the two of us have history. Forging bonds is not exactly a strength of his.
We go there. This is where I really like the, yeah, see, can't go that way. Did I grab the waypoint? Was there a waypoint in here? I feel like this town should have a waypoint. Don't see one though. Maybe it's at the manor. I just assume, like, if it's a town with you know, like NPCs and stuff, there would be a waypoint.
Walk in the light.
It'd be real nice when I get the horse. I feel so slow.
Spare some kindness for an old soldier.
Sorry, bro. You don't have a blue check mark. I'm not going to talk.
Look at this. These stone tablets contain some of the earliest written works of my Druidic ancestors. All destroyed. The wildlife in the Gautmar grasslands have been stirred into a frenzy recently. Don't blame the creatures, but we must...
I'm low on precious mana.
I wish it did not change my quest every time I took a quest. I was curious. Okay, so it breaks them out by region at least, so that makes it a little easier. I'm going to have quite the time going back through all those, but I figure I'm going to do the main story in this video on my PC, and then a lot of those side quests I'll probably do, like, you know, laying in bed watching movies with the wife on my Steam Deck. And I booted up on the Steam Deck. I might put a video out today or tomorrow also. It runs really nicely on the Steam Deck.
Welcome to Firebreak Manor.
I'm here about the incident. Donan gave me permission to look around.
Incident?
That was all he said.
I must be referring to his study.
Kind of crazy how detailed. Like, you can really zoom in, and like this stuff still holds up pretty well. Like, this could have been like a third person or first person, and I still think a lot of the environments would look pretty good.
This can't be. I know who you are.
And I know you, Donan. Old, tired, each day a struggle to live up to your own legacy.
What do you want with me?
Astaroth.
He's dead.
Astaroth cannot die. Not by your hand. What have you done with him?
Away, demon. I deny you.
You have grown so frail. I can make you the hero you were.
Return to the darkness from whence you came. I said away!
A signal horn.
Also, the sound effects are really well done in this game. I should probably bump up the difficulty. The only reason I haven't really is because, like, when I get to the bosses, the single target guys is still just not quite as effective. It kind of slows me down.
Goatmen. They've never dared come so close to the estate before.
Perhaps they were drawn by Lilith's presence.
What do you mean, a vision?
I don't fully understand how, but it isn't the first time.
Full of surprises, aren't you? Well, now you understand my predicament. The daughter of hatred in my own home. She must be furious I cast her out.
That painting on your wall, who were the others in it?
Why do you ask?
Lilith seemed to leave after seeing them.
Nafane and Arida, the druids who helped me slay Astaroth. Yes, Yes, I think you're onto something. I resisted her, so she might question them about the demon next. There are knights stationed in villages near the druids. If Lilith passed through, they must have seen her.
Okay, now there's a waypoint. I felt like there had to be one up here. Okay, so these are the two Act 2 ones. And this one, that's the Act 3. Which we're not gonna skip ahead. Kinda wanna take this story in the order it kinda wants to give it to you in. If that makes sense. Yeah, we'll go to this one first. He looks a little closer. Okay, here's a side quest. I'm gonna be
The attack on the manor has left. Please.
Going on a trip later this month, June 23rd. I'm going to be traveling for about 10 days. Take a flight to visit my family, and then we're driving about 5 hours to go stay at a cabin for a week and back. So I'm kind of hoping I'll have some time to play this during that trip. Like, I'm sure we'll have some downtime in the evenings. Also, Tears of the Kingdom, I'm like pretty dang close to beating it. I was hoping to beat it before this came out and it just didn't quite come together. Hey, those are the guys from Diablo 3.
A low on precious mana.
They charge and do a ton of damage. There's probably so many little statues I'm missing in this area. I'm gonna have to, after I get the mount, do like a... It's all glowing here too. I bet that's part of that quest. I was like, is there a cow level? I feel like those cows are here for a reason. Waypoint. Oh, is this one of those?
I cannot do that here.
Oh, it's like it thinks I'm in a town when I go over there, I guess. I think this is one of those ones where I gotta clear it out and then you get the waypoint, like... Is it Dragon? Dragar? I can't remember the name. I haven't done that yet, but I will. I did it in the beta. Or is this a regular town? Maybe it's a regular town. Yeah, it looks like one. I'm gonna grab the waypoints as I'm going. These two waypoints feel like look how far apart they are here, and then these guys are like right next to each other. Is this the big town in Act 2, I'm thinking? Ooh, it's selling rares now. The 100,000 gold, though. I didn't notice that. It has +1 to all mastery and all defensive skills. That's pretty dang good. Because my mastery are... That's why, like, all these I have a point in already. Except I'm not really planning on using any, but if I switch to the firewall build, that'll definitely... I'll hold on to that for that.
The Downs is my home, but Sanctuary is dangerous these days, and my parents, my poor old parents, are getting...
All the voice acting is really top notch. Like, even these little side quests that are kind of inconsequential, all sound really good. Like, there's none that I'm just like, wow, this is terrible.
poor man must have his hands full.
That was an easy quest. Did I need to sell anything? I guess I will on here.
Show your teeth.
At 20 I'll upgrade my potion. Then I can do the quest, I think, for the enchanter, was it? One of them are at 20. And at 30 I get my second, I think it's at 30, right? At 30 you get the second enchantment slot, which for this build I'd probably go with the chain lightning one. The fire bolt is also really intriguing because it adds burning to basically all of your attacks. And then you can take the fire, like, talents, skills that rely on burning. So, like, there's a bunch in there that are nice. There's one that's got really nice healing effects on it.
I cannot do that here.
Still considered the town? Wonder if this has something to do with a quest later, because it feels important.
I cannot do that here.
Bet I heard my daughter yelling out. I might have to check on her. It's a big area where you can't use any skills, like this whole big circle. Weird. Druid item. The game does have a smart loot system, which is like good in some ways, but it's also like bad in that like I only find source gear. Like I barely ever find anything not for source, so I can't really farm for my alts, can I? Like if I want to farm, I really need to like level up a druid or you know a... Oh, that is my kit. I'll be right back.
Family, they live in Korbach, over in the Strand. Things there are dire. And not enough food to go around. I came here thinking to earn some coin, maybe send... I can't afford to leave work long enough to visit them. And I don't make enough to move them here. Oh. Would you have it in you to take this to my son, Tag?
Worry not. I will.
I will send scores of spirits to their rest.
I turned DLSS off, and like my memory footprint went way down. I don't know if maybe there's an issue with the LSS and like maybe there's a memory leak or something.
Aye. A thief named Darso snuck in with the knights posing as muscle. Took something of mine. A bairn was born healthy a fortnight ago. Praise the glowing fire, but the mother is weak. Darso stole the runic charm I placed to heal her. Bastard probably just wanted quick coin. He may have condemned both mother and child.
Some interesting side quests. Other than like it being kind of bouncing between 38 and 39, it's like running about the same with the LS on or off. It's kind of weird. I need to find evidence of Lilith in this area.
How is sparring and training with dummies?
The Knights Penitent think they understand what's out there. Think they're lights enough to face it. They're in for a shock. The Knights Penitent think they understand what's out there. Think they're lights enough to face it. They're in for a shock.
That's pretty expensive, but that gives me Chain Lightning, Charge Bolt. Report. I need that Fireball right now for my enchantment, though.
Charms and totems have always protected Braestag from the spirits.
So am I just supposed to, like,
what good are fortifications
talk
against
to everyone?
Promises that tying our hair into the words makes them stronger.
And your talismans and dirt scrolling will give the dead greater pause.
That voice sounds really cool. Oh, I didn't even see there was
You picked a fine time to visit Braestag, Wanderer. The whetstones are singing. Hearts are pounding. Sweet music for a red day.
Donan sent me.
At least you're not another Knight Penitent.
At least. It is us who will protect this village with our lives.
Let it be.
There is an ominous fog uphill. Mad spirits emerge from it. They'll be here shortly. Are you here to help us ward them off?
I seek a demon who passed through.
So, that's what it was. Well, this day keeps getting better, doesn't it? The demon went uphill to Erida's domain. But unless you want to join the spirits, I wouldn't go there. It's best you stay with us.
I can lead you to Erida.
Out of the question.
I'll be safe. Donan puts his trust in this traveler. So shall we all. Tell me when you're ready to move.
Mind what lurks in the fog, and return as soon as you can. Donan will have my head if anything happens to you.
The roads are thick with fog, so the fastest route to the hills is east, through the Weeping Cairns.
All right. I like all the dialogue from all these characters.
Good. They're burning the pine resin. I hope
You look like someone who's seen the world. Hope I can do the same one day.
I'm told to move back.
My father, you've seen how he is. I need to persuade him just to let me leave the bloody keep.
Oh, that's the guy's son. I didn't even recognize. This one's pretty fun. Not enough enemies to make use of it, though. I'm guessing it's gonna be up here.
It looks like roots pushed up and broke the cairn apart. Does this have something to do with the fog spreading in the hills?
Maybe.
That's the entrance to the cairns ahead. Wait, why is the passage blocked? It's sealed, but there's writing. They look like old druid runes. The Song of Wind, the Howl of... Oh no, they're coming. Hurry.
Why does that door look so low resolution compared to everything else?
It's a chant. The chant will open the way. Light, protect us. Hold them off. It worked.
Yeah, I didn't even drop
Something's
anything.
rousing the spirits from their rest. We should make haste within.
Alright, let's do it, bro. This tile set looks very familiar. I think I was hoping to see a lot more new.
Yeah, this third here as well. Elder's absence gives me greater concern.
It didn't seem really worthwhile to do Hydra because most things were dying in like a single hit
This chamber.
from my chain
It's just how
lightning.
my father described
So it's
it.
like wasting 40 mana.
Never been here.
Like the Hydras will do
Only through the
decent
stories
over
he told.
time, but
Erida would not have barred the path of the dead like this. The spirits should be free to roam within the earth.
Lilith.
Strange. The door is locked with an earthen seal. What was it my father said about this? Ward stones, that's it.
If you bring me one from the nearby cairns, I think I can open the way.
so I need to find.
We're low on precious metal.
Is that all I needed? I feel like the Fireball enchantment is going to get nerfed. Firebolt is also really, really good. The one that gives you burning on like every attack. Like it's kind of like lets any element have the advantage of the burning element.
It's a start, at least. Demonic markings.
Lilith's been here.
Something's written on the altar. By stone and root, by tears and pain, we bear this flame that must remain. Dead eyes stained with ash and ember, cursed are we who must remember. Ah, an elegy written by Erida. This is a memorial to all who died fighting Astaroth.
The weak perish. All ash forgotten.
I don't think I'm beating Act 2 tonight.
We are not your enemy.
And another legendary staff.
She
That's
must
my
be
third
bending
one.
these heroes to her will.
It's
Erida
another
would
Hydra
never
one.
stand for it. Unless... Oh... Something has happened to her.
We
So
don't know
9%
that yet.
core, which that'll be chain lightning. DOT damage, damage to stunned enemies, which I have a little bit of stun, but not much. Yeah, I'd say that's a little bit better. Now I have 2 items with that Hydra. I stashed the other one, so I can always break down both of these later and put them on other items. That's really useful. I'm not even using Hydra right now. I suppose I could drop Flame Shield and use it. It's just like, it didn't really seem the mana was worthwhile with how much damage Chain Lightning is doing right now. But even not using that, it's given me almost 10% more damage on my Chain Lightning, so yeah, that's definitely useful. And I think late game I do want to try to make Hydra work. So like, I will probably do like a Firewall Hydra or a Fireball Hydra, like a burning build is really kind of what I've been thinking about. Maybe I can do jump crafting.
This must be the cairn of the elders. So much defiled. Demonic scars upon their grave and true runes to rouse the dead. These runes, the delicate touch. This is Erida's work. Why would you be aligned with a demon?
I've seen others fall under Lilith's control.
Erida was sworn to keep the dead at peace. What do we do?
We'll need to stop her.
Right. Solutions are found ahead, not behind, as Father says.
I do think I've been finding a decent amount of legendaries, though. That's my 4th or 5th legendary.
You hear that? Something screaming in rage ahead. That was one of the revered dead from the cairns.
Returned to the worms. May they find rest.
Arlo.
Did you think we'd so easily join the dead, lad? How did you find your way up here?
Through the cairns.
Through them? Mighty brave of you. And mighty foolish. Erida came through with a horned woman. Not her normal company, to be sure.
Ah. Lilith.
They headed towards Solitude, the top of the hill. The sound of Erida's Talharpa. If your aim is to follow them, it seems to be drawn to the spotted others in the hills before this one.
I'll stay here and protect these two. The fog is too near to leave them undefended.
The stones defend us, lad. I remember when you were still
I'm staying, Arlo.
stubborn like your father. That will keep you.
Alright, so where are we going? I need to find 2 more risen remains, which are just up ahead, it looks like. It's nice you can do that even though you haven't explored it yet, and it still like tells you like here's the optimal path. I love that. Is that another legendary? No. Why did it sound like a legendary in my head? That was the best teleport ever.
Out of mana. Fog's thinning. I should check on you.
Mentioned earlier, I've been playing through Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm close to being like done. Like I've got your deity armor, and like really been focusing. I unlocked all the fairies, and then trying to harvest the dragons to upgrade my gear completely. And I just finished the water temple, or almost done with the water temple, and then basically I just have one more of the 4 initial like investigations. I already found all the memories. Feel like I'll be done with the game maybe in another 4 or 5 hours.
Braystag, swarming with those cathedral gobshites.
Please, Arlo. Just for now.
Maybe we should go with him, Dad.
Well, the ale would be welcome.
I will deal with Erida and Lilith. See them safely to Braystag.
I
go take care of Erida, who again, my memory on Diablo 3 is a little bit hazy, and I know this is like, what was it, 30 or was it 50 years after Diablo 3, so like most of those characters are probably dead or very old. Like Lorath was like a young man, maybe 20 to 30 during the events of Reaper of Souls, hence why he's still alive. Ooh, treasure goblin.
I lack the needed milk.
And not that much treasure. What is that? I can't hurt it. I don't know why that couldn't hurt this guy.
Have you seen the signs as I have? Hell is coming, and my people are not ready to face it. Not yet. But you are already strong. Come forward.
It's like Lilith seems to be trying to find like the strong humans and bring them together under her banner, but to what purpose? Is it self-serving? That's cool.
Only one of us will walk away from this. So let's enjoy the storm a moment. Nature's music.
The dead are killing your people as we speak.
Some will die, yes. But that is the way of nature. It is a crucible. It devours the weak and makes the strong stronger. And those who survive, they will save this land from hell.
You've fallen for the demon's lies.
No, no. This is my choice. Lilith only granted me the power to do what must be done.
And what did you give her?
All things must be earned in the wilds, even knowledge. Prove yourself, and you will have your answers.
We gotta fight this old lady? Kinda like a shaman. Maybe druidish.
Out of mana once again.
Just kind of cycling through my cooldown abilities because they give me a shield and keep me alive. Another one of these. There.
The stronger prevails. So be it.
What did you give Lilith?
I told her of the wards around Astaroth's prison. How to break them.
Why?
My people have forgotten what it took to defeat Astaroth. They must learn again. If they cannot vanquish him, how can they stand against the full might of hell?
town we go. I think I'm almost done with half of this quest. I don't know if this is like the main Act 2 quest, these two, or what. It feels like this is probably a chunk of it. But I think I probably do these two and then probably bigger encounter with a full boss.
She's at peace now. I hope.
I never thought it would turn out like this. Heroism and sacrifice are... I must tell Father what has happened. What Lilith has...
Some of our finest hunters did not return from the hills. Became prey themselves. Now their bodies lay bare. They should be marked your wealth.
So now... main quest is over here. Still have barely touched the world map. Such a big game. Let's see if I get any. Okay, so fire damage, crit damage. The new one's crowd control, critical strike damage. 4 life generation one not recently damaged. Yeah, that's probably better. Thorn, strength, cold damage. What I got on has lightning damage though, which is most of my damage currently. There's movement speed. That's the first time I've seen that. Use a little bit of attack power, but it might be worth it for that extra movement speed.
Hard bargain.
I'm gonna keep that ring for an ult. Some of the stuff, like, that would be decent for, like, a low level. 2 sockets. Good, barbarian stats. So honestly, it's gonna be a while before I make a new character, and I'll probably find legendaries and stuff by then. I should really be using these. I don't know why I haven't been. I did not mean to sell those. I meant to use one of them. The benefit's not huge, but you know, 5% experience over time. Let's say over 10 levels. You know, that's half a level. If you have it on the entire time to 100. You know, that's like 5 levels. And they're really cheap to make. I like these guys that are all clumped together. Actually, I think I have 2 skill points I can use. 3! I could max out Arclash if I wanted. I can almost get to the next part of the tree. Probably max this out. That's a 15% reduction every time I spend 100 mana, which I'm literally doing, like, constantly. So that's like a permanent 15% damage reduction, which is pretty nice. And I got these barriers, and I got the elite reduction. I guess I get Company Clash. I'm really not spending too much time thinking about it. Just because, like, at this point, min-maxing, like, I'm one-shotting almost everything. Like, I should probably bump up the difficulty. When I get into the higher world tiers, like, when I get to level 30 and 50 and 70, then it's really, like, min-maxing to the limit to get, you know, higher and higher difficulties and push yourself. But right now, it's more about, like, it would take me more time to min-max than just to push through and level a bit more. And I think this build's working pretty decently at the moment. Like, I've got a pretty good amount of both damage and survivability. Like, could teleport up that little step there. This is Skull's Glen, right? That's what this whole area is called, and then Act 3 is like over here, Act 4 and Act 5, I think. I need to keep going. There's a quest person over here, though. My back is starting to hurt. I'm probably gonna have to end this soon.
From Da, we haven't had nothing to eat in days. We miss him terribly. But he's done what needed doing.
Cool. For some reason I was like, this is Diablo. You're gonna get there, and they're all gonna be dead of starvation, aren't they? That's just like... It just feels like what it's gonna be. But it's kind of nice that that's not the case. That guy's got a mount already. Wow. Wow. Ooh, skill point. Didn't even notice. You get bigger rewards for like key 10 waves. These guys are just like standing up. I'm not even using like a main fire skill, and I got like an achievement for it. And another legendary. Let's see. Lightning Spear has a 19% chance to spawn an additional Lightning Spear when you cast it. I'm not using Lightning Spear at the moment, but that's interesting. That is a lightning skill. Distant enemies overpower damage. All stats. The damage is way lower. I need a good offhand to really make use of this. Got that extra lucky hit chance, but I don't have much that uses lucky hit at the moment. I'll definitely hold on to it in case I want to do a lightning spear build later. That's almost a perfect version of that. Little bunny rabbit.
Saw that. Overgrown vermin's broke another trap. Nay, traveler. Thornby.
The fly swarms folk of...
The problem is...
The whole forest
is going
mad.
We're not going out there again. There's a horned woman in the moors, spreading corruption, if that's what you mean.
Yes. She's after the druids who vanquished Astaroth.
Ah, that madman Nefane lives out there. We already tried checking on him. I'm already short on knights. Not going to risk what I have left on some bastard who hates the cathedral. Nefane sees us as intruders stealing from his land. But how does he expect us to survive? We need timber to build, ore to forge our weapons, wild game to eat. Truth is, I think his hatred for us goes back to Donan. They were friends once, but they had a falling out. Not sure, but I met the druid once. I was riding through the moors minding my own business when he came up and spoke in the beast tongue. Caused my horse to throw me. I broke my leg. I don't care what happened between them. I'm just glad.
Interesting. There's a quest down here too. I have like so many side quests I gotta go back and do. Mostly, I'm just gonna try to get to max the renown for each region.
You look the...
Those guys are fun to kill, they pop. Those are my favorite enemies in Diablo 2 as well.
Easy, my friend. I'm not one of the knights.
That's gonna be the guy, right? He's a druid.
I'm looking for your master, Nefane. You think you could help me with that? Good boy.
They definitely flesh out like a lot of the classes. Like, kind of like, here is what a druid in the wild does. Here is what a barbarian out there, like, how they live. Because you really don't. I guess you did a little bit. Like Act 5, you saw the of Diablo 2, you know, visit the barbarian homeland. And some of the others, like Monastery for the. Is that the roads? I'm kind of like delirious tiredness right now. I'm trying to end this. Kind of hoping this is the end of Act 2, but I feel like there's probably more. But I will be getting up fairly early tomorrow and be able to continue playing probably. I'll probably be on by about 8.
Naveen. What?
Is this the bottom half of this thing?
Who are you? You stink of Donan. But he is not here.
He feared Lilith might seek you out. He was right.
Yes. She put me here. I am beyond saving. All you can do for me is find the demon.
That's pretty gnarly. Yeah, it is just like his upper torso. Come on, I can beat Act 2. It's definitely an interesting evolution from like the way the axe worked in Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. It's like Diablo 3, had 6 quests per zone except for Act 5, or excuse me, Act 4, and they were all kind of meaningful quests. And it feels like that the main story quest in Diablo 4 kind of feels like that. Like the main quests all have like fairly important story ramifications. But now they've added like a whole bunch of other quests. Like you go into these towns and interact with people and help them out, and most of them seem worthwhile. Like the ones I've done, the side quests, generally always have something interesting about them. The ending is like some kind of story payoff. It's not like some of them are fetch quest style, but generally they're more than just fetch quests.
Barrier of blood. Must be a way to bring it down.
We gotta go destroy the blockages.
I need time to prepare that. I need time to prepare that.
I'm slowly falling asleep here, so I apologize if my play is getting worse. Or maybe I'm in the zone and it's getting better. I can't tell, I'm too tired. How many obols do I have? 230, okay. I was like worried that I might be hitting a cap. I really haven't done anything to add in a bunch of them. I need to go do some dungeon runs for all the aspects. And I leveled up. Wait, can you not pull up that menu when you're in a... not the world? None of these really work that much with my build. Like, I'm not doing enough stun to take advantage of that. I really haven't been messing with crackling energy at all, so it's like, eh. If I do end up going with Fire Bolt, I can go down this and like take advantage of this whole tree. And then I can kind of pick between. Smart Glass. Doing 200 to 257 versus... It's actually doing more than Chain Lightning, except Chain Lightning bounces. Like, even on a single target, Chain Lightning will bounce 3 times, and each of those bounces does increase as well. Like,
under old boughs hangs the heart fruit, swollen with hatred. Let it burst forth and flood the streams and burrows.
Act 2 definitely feels less like... It's not pushing the story along as much as Act 1 was. Act 1 did a lot of heavy lifting. I kind of read that in some of the reviews, that like the later acts kind of... Not that they're inconsequential, but like a lot of the story happens in that Act 1.
In this crimson cradle, let there be born an amalgam of rage.
Okay. Is this the Act 1 or Act 2 boss, I wonder? Could be. Who would it be? Duriel, maybe? Or Asmo? What was the... Who were they talking
Let
about
its
earlier?
anger ever burn, until it has devoured the whole of this wretched land.
Astaroth?
The Fane's blood. It all flows here.
Or maybe this is not Act 1. Pretty cool looking though. He's taking like no damage. Am I supposed to like interact with something?
Come to me, spawn of hatred. We have tender meat to hunt.
Hey. Venomate. Wounded, but not dead. Where has that creature gone?
That was a weird encounter. I hope the Act boss is more substantial. Like the Act 1 boss, the fight was cool, but it was like, what is this? It's just like a... It's like not any established demon or angel or character. Like it didn't feel that meaningful. My waypoint back. Isn't the Thane dead? I like in dungeons you can teleport out, but these story ones, like you can always do that. Back to where
I need time to prepare that.
I'm definitely falling asleep here. 1:15. I'm gonna get up at about 6:30. I think I was dead.
Did you stop her?
No. She was already gone. And I fear she has taken a piece of you with her. A beast born from your blood.
It's my fault.
What part did you have in this?
A pact with Lilith to help me destroy the Knight's penitent.
In return for what?
I told her where Astaroth is hidden, held high.
Why?
In her presence, I lost control. Rage consumed me. There's only one thing to do now. End the corruption.
Can I have the wolf friend now? I kind of feel like they're introducing these new characters and killing them off like too quickly to really grow that attached to them. So I might have to fight a demon in Feldheim, the place I went through, and I was wondering why it didn't have a portal. Is that going to be like all demon infested now?
Not while I'm in town.
That's got to be the end of the act, right? I feel like I kind of explored all over the place, but I didn't go through this area. I think there's one of those PvP areas here, though. That might be why it's smaller. Subword is like the perfect movement skill.
Blocked. I'll have to find another way inside.
And around maybe? Nope. There's something on my map. So tomorrow I'll have like almost a whole day to play, and then even into the night I'm gonna have to stop for a few hours to cook dinner with the family and hang out for a few. But I'll be playing from probably 8 till about 5, then I'll jump back on that evening.
the horned woman, the beast. Nothing could stop them. Not our steel, not our prayers.
Listen to me. I must find Donan. Where is he?
Somewhere inside. Dead, like the rest, for all I know. The light has forsaken them.
This feels a lot like Act 3 from Diablo 3. The barbarian ramparts kind of stuff. I love when everything explodes. Let me try it out this way.
Light, cleanse these faithful servants of their sin. Bring them peace in death. Bloody miracle you made it here in one piece. Lilith and that beast tore right through us. Could have killed me too. But she left me untouched. She's toying with me. Wants me to watch her destroy everything I've built. Damn it! Did you see Yorin the way you came?
No.
She hasn't won yet. There's still a chance to stop her. But I can't do it alone.
I'm with you. Where is she now?
An old chamber beneath the keep. That's where Astaroth is. I didn't vanquish him like the stories say. I imprisoned him in a soul stone. It was a last resort. I built Eldheim over the stone to contain its evil. I've spent my life watching over it, keeping it a secret, so Astaroth would never hurt anyone again. Not even my son knows. I'm sorry for hiding this from you before, but I couldn't risk a stranger finding out the truth. We should get moving. Follow me. If you didn't see Yorin outside, we'll search on the way.
When was the last time you saw Yorin?
We were discussing what happened to Erida, and then Lilith stormed the keep. I ordered some guards to escort him out of Eldheim. One of Yorin's protectors.
Are there any enemies in this place?
This night, he was with Yorin. Come, quickly. Yorin's mace is here. I told them to get out.
Maybe he and the Knights tried to stop Lilith. Could she have taken him somewhere?
What possible reason would she have? He means nothing to her. We need to move. The way to Astaroth is through here.
Astaroth, I'm assuming, is probably the Act 2 boss. That feels appropriate.
Why is Lilith so eager to find Astaroth?
I've been asking myself that same question. And I'm as much in the dark about it as you are, I'm afraid. They share a connection, though. And a strong one at that. Astaroth is a guardian of Lilith's father, Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred.
So that'll increase your critical strike chance quite a bit. Hitting enemies with a shock skill increases by 1%. Resets upon critical strike. I should have gone unstable currents though, I was thinking about it. Right there from that single cast, I got 4% more critical strike chance from 1 point in that.
Here it is. The Soul Stone Chamber. Lilith has what she wanted all this time. She took the stone. No sign of Yorin, though. We need to find him.
Mighty Astaroth, the charred Duke himself, confined to a cage. What a pity.
Daughter of hatred.
I have an offer. You will grant me safe passage to a place I am no longer welcome. In exchange, I will give you freedom and more. Donan's progeny, his pride and joy, your retribution, if you give me what I want.
You will have safe passage.
Was it another vision? Did you see Yorin?
Yes, he. Lilith stabbed him with the Soul Stone.
My son?
I'm sorry, Donan.
This isn't over.
I know what I...
No! There's still time. You have to trust me. Meet me in the Great Hall.
think you're gonna have to run all the way back through there again.
We must find Yorin as quickly as possible. I realize how hopeless this all seems, but I've spent half my life studying the Soul Stone. It will take time for Astaroth to overpower my boy. Like they'll be close by. Karagar, perhaps. All those innocents to burn will excite Astaroth, make him fight.
Lilith has what she wanted from Astaroth.
I don't know.
I grabbed that waypoint, so just run up there. Probably clear up my inventory. Yeah, that's the potion.
I do not have the materials.
Live well.
Where is the box?
I cannot do that here.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
Actually, might be a little bit better than what I've got. That too. Yeah, hold on to the jewelry because I might for alts. I'm just gonna try to beat this act real quick. I'm sleepy. We must finish Act 2.
They're here. Yorin can resist. He's strong.
I have a feeling he cannot.
Yorin! Yorin!
He has been waiting for you.
Where? Where is he?
Come forth.
My boy.
He called out for you, wept until his tears became fire.
Do as you please, Astaroth. I have what I came for.
guy. Hot. Ooh, sure. Oh, that's my bubble. This is where Hydra would actually be pretty helpful. It adds a lot on boss fights. Almost at the first point. Some cool like place to have a fight. Oh, is he moving too? Where's he going? It's like a big battlefield. I don't remember Diablo quite has that kind of feeling to it. He had like a good amount of damage reduction. I feel like it's helping, at least to some extent here. I probably should have thrown on a different aspect or an enchantment too, because like there's no enemies to explode here. The fireball one's doing me like nothing. I wonder if I can change that in the middle of combat. Probably not without dying. Oh, you can't do that while you're fighting. I did not realize this. They'll give me an extra chain lightning every 100 mana, which I'm spamming pretty frequently.
I need time.
I just like walked through that fire completely. Really isn't too hard so far. As long as I can stay out of that fire. This is where, like, I think that other build I'm thinking about, the Hydra Fireball, would definitely excel more. Oh, I thought his puppy died and it was just him. I'm just kind of like cycling through my different abilities. Hey, where's his loot?
I'm sorry, my son. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm here for. And another weapon. That's crazy. So attacking enemies with a basic skill increases your next core skill by 8%. So it's almost max. 10 was max. Up to 30%. So if I do 3 arc lashes, that'll make my next chain lightning deal 30% more damage. The thing is, like, I mostly just do chain lightning, and like arc lash is when I'm out of mana, more or less. Speak to the guard at the gate. I'm going to be ending this momentarily. I'm assuming that this is the end of Act 2. I am so exhausted. It's almost 2 in the morning and I've got to get up in so many hours.
Aye. A shame about Yoren. Was one of us, you know. We'll take care of him and his father.
Lilith and Astaroth had made a deal, and we were the ones who would pay the cost. Our presence was no coincidence. Everything happened exactly as Lilith wanted. We just danced to her music. Donan was shattered, his mind on grief, not her, not answers. No one knew what Lilith was truly after, or exactly what Astaroth had promised her. But we needed to recover quickly, and we needed to stop chasing her phantoms.
Yep, that was the end of Act 2. Did I get something for all of these? Okay, these are like player titles and stuff. I usually don't even look at this stuff. But I'm going to end it for tonight. This was all of Act 2. Again, I'm going to have a playthrough of each of the acts up on the channel here over the next couple of days. And, yeah, if you enjoyed this, please do continue watching. If you like it, please consider subscribing, like the video, and drop me a comment with any thoughts you've got on my build, on my play, on anything. And just have a good night, everyone.